Hi guys, it's Amy with Name to Plan, and today I'm here with my wellness planner, converting it into a big planner. So in one of my previous videos, I was talking about kind of moving all of my planners to big size, so that way I could like use my Big Happy Planner pages, and just kind of combining everything together into the big size, classic and big. And after that video, I realized that my those planners that I had put together for my August flip through were like getting really chunky, so I did switch them to expander discs. And because I did that, I did decide to add in the past pages, so the archive pages as well as the current pages all ended up on the same thing. I'm actually gonna bring you one and show that to you. Okay, so here's my faith planner, and like I said, I added it on expanders. What I had in here already, like in the August lineup video, was I had moved all of my classic size pages in here, as well as the pages that I had kind of put together for coloring. And so what I decided to do is move it to expanders, and because I had that extra room, I went ahead and put all of my past pages in here as well. And so my daily planner, which was already on expander discs in the big size, I didn't have to do anything with, but I did this for my faith planner, and then I also did it for my work planner. So my work planner, I ended up kind of breaking down the archive and moving it to the back, just kind of like what I did here with the faith planner. And so I also mentioned in that video that there are several planners that I kind of use the most regularly, and that was going to be my food log, my daily planner, my personal daily planner, and my work planner. And the one that I didn't mention in that video was my faith planner. So those four are like my go-tos in terms of using them all the time. And so with those other three already converted, I wanted to go ahead and do my fourth one, which is my food log. And one of the things I noticed in the August lineup video is that I'm running short on pages. I probably have enough to get me through August and maybe September, but I don't know if I have enough pages to get me through the rest of the year of 2023. And so because of that, again, I'm trying to use down my Big Happy Planner supplies. I decided to convert this one as well into a big size planner, in terms of using a big cover and expander discs, putting all the past pages on the expander discs, and like putting everything that I need to in there. So anyway, this is what I did to set up the other planners, and I wanted to show you at least one on video, so that way you can kind of see how I do it. Now this is just how I do it. It's definitely not the only way of doing it, but I just like to be able to have all of my pages on the same like set of discs if at all possible. And so like having the archive, the separate kind of archive, was like really just kind of bothering me, so I'm glad I was able to convert the others. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. This is my wellness planner, and so right now it's classic size. I do have like the current pages in here, and then I also have a couple of pages that are going to be the ones that I used for August. And again, I don't know how many more weeks of that I have. I've got dividers, I've got all sorts of stuff in here, and then in the very back here, I've got like all of my past pages from 2023. So all of the pages are in here at the moment, and what I'm going to do is add in some big pages. Now these are leftover pages. I did move my work planner into a big teacher layout size, like teacher layout, big size, happy planner, and these were the leftover pages. So I did go ahead and redate for all of 2024, and these pages were just a few of the ones remaining. And so I'm gonna go ahead and try to use this stash down, and just, you know, whenever the pages here end, like when I run out of the pages of classic size, I'm just going to switch over to this. So that's the kind of idea here for what I'm going to be doing with this. So it's just a matter of kind of combining these things together. And again, because the others were on expander discs and on a big size cover, I wanted to do the same thing for my food log. So I've already got the expander discs. I'm actually not a huge expander disc fan. Until recently, like in the past year, I've started collecting some expander discs, but these came in a Big Happy, not a big, a Be Happy box. And so these are like the strawberry color that came with, I think, like the Go Wild like surprise swag bag. And so this is like the only other set that I've got, and so it's the only color I've got. I did try to find a couple of covers that would match, and so you can let me know if you think these are good options or not. But this is the first one I pulled out. I don't have a ton of big stuff either, so this one is the LaFleur line. I got this on clearance at Hobby Lobby recently, so it says good things will happen, and then of course the inside is like more neutral, so that's always an option. And then the other that I thought would be kind of fun was this one. This is the greeting card organizer, and it has this celebrate all year vibe, which, you know, it's meant for like birthdays and holidays and that kind of thing. But it has gold foil in it, and I thought that would be a little bit too jarring. I feel like the rose gold of this one was a little bit closer, you know, but I don't think either one of the options are like super great. So what I'm going to do is actually use the inside of this cover, and so that's the plan. I'm going to take this off, and as I'm doing this, I'll just say, hopefully you can't hear too much background noise, but I do have all the kids here with me today. My kids plus a couple of extra kids who are that I'm babysitting, so there's lots of noise that I can hear, but hopefully it's not too loud for you. All right, so I'm going to turn it inside out, right? And the way you do that is like basically leave the covers like how they would look, and I just kind of like flip them, like move the front one to the back. And then for laminated covers, I like to put them, you know, just back to back, like hold both of them together and just slide the discs onto both parts of the cover at the same time. All right. And I've used these discs before, so they should turn fairly smoothly, but if they don't turn well, one of the tricks here is to use a driver sheet and just kind of rub down the discs, so that way it turns a little bit more smoothly. But again, I've used this set of expander discs before. It used to be on my my daily planner actually. So step number one here is, again, like I'm just trying to combine everything that I want to use here, have it on big covers and expander discs, but I want to have my past, my present, and my future pages all on this set of discs. And the order that I like to use is to have my current pages in the front, the present pages in the front, and then followed directly by the future pages, like the things that I might use in the future, and then after that is going to be all of my past pages. So it's kind of a weird little order. I know a lot of people like to keep it January, like for example January through December, and just leave January in the very front, but I like to, like, if once January is over, I just like to move January to the back. That's just kind of the way that I've operated. So you'll see that in here, like these are my current pages, and then kind of towards the middle here are all of the random future pages that I might use, and then in the back are going to be my past pages. So for me, I think what I'm going to do, step number one, is just take everything off this set of discs and transfer them over here. And since this is classic size and this is big, the thing that I like to do is just kind of put them kind of in the middle. So I just ignore these two and just stick them in the middle section. So I'm going to fast forward through this part because it's just me transferring these pages over. And these Dollar Tree pages are super thin, so it needs to go. But anyway, I'll transfer all of this over on fast forward. Okay, I'm all done. You can see here, this is just the cover and discs. And so what I'll do at this point is break down this, put the discs in disc storage and the cover into cover storage. And so I basically, at this point, have basically transferred over everything that was in there to here. I did pull out the dividers. I don't think I'll need these, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put these back into storage as well, into my divider storage. And then the last little bit is going to be these pages. Now these are what I'm going to be using once the pages run out, so this would be like future, in that future section, but I want to put it like after all of the classic size pages that I might potentially use. I flipped right to it, and so these are all the pages that I would potentially use at some point in the future. There's some like I might use these for wellness, like food logging, and then I have a couple of, you can see here, like teacher allowed pages that I can definitely use, so I'm going to try to use that down. And then this is just to finish out the rest of 2023, maybe going into 2024 too, just depends on how many weeks it takes to finish out this stash. But this is some more like outdated teacher layout, but in the big size, and I'm going to stick it right here, right after all the like classic size pages, as like future pages that I'm going to use, like potentially use. My challenge is to try to use all this stuff, right? So, all right. And there we go. So those are all the like the future pages, and then right after that are going to be past pages. So that's again the order that I've got. This is what I did for the other planners too, my faith planner, and of course my daily planner was already set up like that. But my food, not my food, my faith and my work planner, I did do the same thing, just put it on my expanders and just combined the past pages in there. So now they're all on like one giant book like this. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And so this is the setup. Again, I did this for the others too. So now I am much more, I feel like, comfortable with like not having things in like multiple different spots. Like if I need my food log, past, present, or future, I just pull this one thing. If I need my faith planner, I just pull down that one thing. So it's going to have my past, my present, and my future pages. So yeah, that is it. That was a quick conversion, but I do like to like at least explain my thought process for like why I do it, and like if it makes sense to you. Certainly it's something that you can add to your own system. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.